Welcome back to another Moonbase 84 transmission. It's Tron the Minicon here himself, and today we're going to be taking a look at Tailgate, Age of the Primes Tailgate. But before we do, the YouTube begging and pleading, please like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And yeah, let's hop into it. So here is Tailgate in his little, I don't know what the hell you want to call this. I'm just going to call it a little car mode. I don't know what kind of vehicle it's supposed to be, but yeah, obviously he is a repaint slash retool of Windcharger, who is right here. We'll see more of him in robot mode and stuff like that. But I mean, pretty much the vehicles are the same, but Windcharger's red and Tailgate is white here. But honestly, there's really not much to say about this guy in his alt mode. It's all white, and they threw a nice crisp Autobot symbol on the hood. I guess there's some paint there for a door handle, nice silver. He's got a little gas cap there on that side. So yeah, he pulls up on the right side of the pump so to get his energon. Nice wheels, I guess. Nice painting detail in there on the wheels. Nice black for the windows. Some panel work here. The front looks good. The paint for sure. He's got like a different silvers headlight. It's more like a blue silvers. This is like a straight up silver for the door handle here, but this is more like a bluish silver, and this is like a the silver over here for like the grill and all of that. Hello. He's just under there. Oh yeah, I like the weapon storage on this guy. I couldn't find it at first, but yeah, his gun is actually held under the car, and it tabs in here behind the wheel. So I thought that was cool, and I almost started recording, but I looked at the box, and actually I saw it on the art there or whatever. So I was like, oh damn, that's different. But yeah, cool little car, cool little alt mode. He doesn't roll very well. His back wheels do. His front wheels aren't getting the memo here. Come on. I don't know, whatever. Alrighty, so there's that. That's all I gotta say about his alt mode. So without further ado, Tailgate, transform. So here's Tailgate in robot mode, and he looks really good. And there's a little bit more color to him, but yeah, let's take a closer look at him here. He's got a really cool head sculpt that I like. I like the mask there. He almost looks like the Shredder in a way. You got the nice blue eyes there, and like I pointed out, the mask looks good. And then the I don't know what color that is. It's some sort of bluish. I don't know what kind of blue to call it, but I really like that color of blue. Nice crisp Autobot symbol right on his chest. Some designs here. The wheels up on the shoulders, looking nice. You see his hands here. In with the door. More of that blue in the abdomen here, then down here with some white as well, and you can see like the waist part in there. You see that white in there. I wish they painted that blue so you can't see, but it is what it is. And then when you get to the thighs here, you get a nice gray color, and then his feet here I think they look kind of weird. They look a little goofy, I'm not gonna lie, in this mold, but it is what it is. The wheels on the sides, and then the back, it's got the black part of the car, and that is his back. So really no backpack, which is great. Yeah, no gappiness in the back here. I will say though, there is quite a bit of gappiness in there. That's really ugly. I'm not a big fan of that at all. But it is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do to make the figure. No real gappiness in the forearms either, which I'm really happy with. So that's nice. And yeah, just right there, that's really the only gappiness on this guy, I think. Other than that, he's a really complete figure. So now here is Tailgate and Windcharger together, and I will say they are a little bit different. It's not just a straight up repaint. I think it's definitely it's a retool. But I thought they were a lot more alike before I opened Tailgate. Then I thought, obviously different heads, but even like the chest piece is different design there. Different design in the shoulders too, because in Windcharger's shoulders, to transform you need to move this guy around, but for Tailgate you don't need to. And also I feel like, oh, there goes Windcharger. I feel like the legs are a bit stubbier and wider on Tailgate than Windcharger. It could just be the different colors, but I feel like they're a little bit wider on Tailgate. And also there's no place for the wheels. The wheels do not tuck in on Tailgate either, like they do with Windcharger, which I feel like it is still gappy on Windcharger, but I mean, it puts a wheel in there, so it's something. Whereas with Tailgate, it's just all, it's just blank stuff. And you can, like, I feel like the wheel should go in, like it feels like it should, but it just won't. The piece just snaps right off on mine. And in the instructions, I don't believe it says to put the wheel in there either. I'm gonna double check right now. Yeah, no, the wheels are just always out there. You don't move the wheels at all on the legs or the shoulders, as a matter of fact, for Tailgate. And another thing I wanted to point out, the difference between these guys is the weapons. I thought the weapons would be exactly the same, but the weapons, oh, just smacked. No, he's just gonna stay down there, I guess. The weapons are different. As you can see, one has like a little scope thing. Tailgates has like a scope thing, obviously the colors, but yeah, they are different. So, you know, they're not exactly the same figure. So yeah, it's a retool, not a straight up repaint, retool, which I like. Well, I will go ahead here and get to our articulation on Tailgate. His head, 360, maybe not 360, hold up. It does not 360 because of the back piece here. It clashes back here. So he can't 360, but honestly, I'm okay with that. And I guess his head technically does move up and down, because on the back of his head there is a thing here that you can pivot up and down to make his face shift. So like I just put it down and his head moves up. I move it down or up and his face goes down. So once again, I put it all the way down, I put it all the way up. So that can give him some, you know, character, which I really like. I'm glad that they put that there, so he's not just, you know, looking side to side and stuff like that. I really like that. But yeah, arms, oh, just pop right off, okay, on the ball joint. Yeah, so due to that, I feel like they should, yeah, they can't quite go out to 90, at least on mine, unless I transformed it wrong, but that's also a real possibility, because in transformation his arms go up like this, but I don't know how far down they go, and I don't want to push it too far to where something snaps, which I think it would snap. So yeah, it doesn't quite go to 90 on this guy, which is a bit unfortunate. Nice elbow bend there, above 90 for sure. Bicep swivel, 360 all the way around. And he does get wrist. It's just a little tough because of the door, but I hope that's enough to show you that he does get wrist. It can turn. Waist, 360 all the way around. Like I said, I wish they painted the thingy in there so you couldn't see it. If it was blue, you wouldn't be able to tell that's in there, but that's a-okay. Legs, kick, I would say above 90. Kind of hard to tell because it's messed up feet. Knee bend, nice knee bend. Like I said, it's hard to really tell what the hell he's doing because of his jank ass feet, but whatever. And kick back, obviously, because there's no backpack. He can kick back very far. Can swivel like this, 360 all the way around. And I don't know if you want to call it an ankle pivot or like a cankle pivot, but it's way up here and he can do that. So that can help you pose him in some dynamic poses for sure. Just it's way the hell up here. But yeah, he's a pretty fairly articulated figure. So what are my overall thoughts on Tailgate? I'm definitely glad I picked them up. I wasn't originally going to pick them up, but I figured, you know, it's been a minute since I've done a video. I just got back from vacation visiting family down in Arkansas, and now I'm back home. So I figured, why not? I'll pick them up. I found them on the way back home, I think in Kentucky, I think it was, or something like that. Yeah, we went to the fun bathrooms in Kentucky. We stopped to, you hit the button and it does a big disco light thing while you're trying to take a crap. It's really cool. But and there was a Walmart right near there, so we went there, and yeah, Tailgate was there. So I was like, score, newer figure, looks good, a very white figure. I wish he had a little bit more color, but I guess this is how he is. But yeah, definitely glad I picked him up. Cool little addition to the collection. Like I said, not a figure I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get this guy, I'm gonna pre-order him, all that stuff. No, he was definitely a figure I was gonna find in the wild, and it was just gonna be, how I was feeling that day if I saw him in the store, and I decided to pick him up. But I like him. I'm glad I did. But for a ranking, he's not out of this world. His head can't go 360 all the way around. Like I said, it's not a big deal, but it's just, I don't know. Most other figures do. So it's like, I kind of wish it did, just because the other ones do. I don't know. He's just not a groundbreaking figure. All mold looks really good, though. I like the weapon storage there. I forgot to mention, you can also store his gun in his ass, too, if you want. But, I wouldn't want a gun stored in my ass, and I don't think Tailgate wants his gun stored in his ass, so I'm not storing it in his ass. But, yeah, I'll give him a solid, just like 7.7. I think that's fair. It's the gappiness, too, and just the weird legs overall. But, I mean, a solid figure for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about this guy. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for docking.